Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. This is Matt here at Mach 1. Just wanted to send out a quick market update on what's been going on over the last month and then some things to expect as we move into and through the rest of the month of June. As I was preparing for today, I noticed, I actually went back and watched last month's, and I noticed I was wearing the exact same shirt I'm wearing today. So I almost changed, but I didn't. So you're not seeing double. Yes, wearing the same shirt as I did last month. Kind of funny. So not a lot of huge changes in the market since I sent out the last market update. We had a really good labor market jobs report come out Friday that the market actually reacted very positively to. Had a really big day in the market on Friday. So that was kind of nice to see the market reacting positive to good positive news. That hasn't always been the case, and it wasn't the case for a lot of last year and the beginning of this year. So that was great to see. We have the Fed meeting next week on the 13th and 14th. A lot of what we kind of see in the news and the market commentary is that the market is pricing in and expecting maybe a pause, a new term that Lee kind of referenced in a podcast yesterday that they're using is just a skip, so skipping a rate increase this next go around. So I think that will have implications on what they decide to do next week. We're kind of thinking they might call timeout or pause for a while, but we will see, and we'll have that data as early as next week. So, but other than that, not a lot of new information that's come out over the market's kind of remained up and down, had a good month as a whole overall throughout the month of May. But we're still positioning, making some changes. If you've had accounts that were in Sense, the equity long short fund, we've made some adjustments. We still own that fund, but we've gotten a little bit more defensive in some of those positions as we have other strategies over time. And so we're making sure we're positioned for what we think could be, coming ahead, just some economic uncertainty. But we're still positive overall in terms of the markets and where they could end the year. So still want to be fully invested and still want to be invested for growth, but maybe in a slightly more defensive posture and way than we have been in the past. And so those changes are happening within your accounts. If you have questions, as always, feel free to reach out and let us know what those are. A couple updates or things to be aware of. As you know, we have the Schwab TD Ameritrade transition that's coming up here pretty quick. That's going to be taking place over Labor Day. Over the next 2 or 3 months, we will be sending out communication and updates on the timeline of what to expect, when to expect things, as well as you will be receiving communication directly from Schwab. As I've said in the past in other past videos, this doesn't impact clients in a real big way. There's not a lot that changes. A lot more doesn't change than there is that does change. So we will be sure to communicate well in advance of anything you need to be aware of. The very first thing that will be happening is on June 28th, Schwab will be sending out a letter, what's called a negative consent letter, that you will be getting in the mail, physical letter, that you don't have to take any action on. You don't need to take any action on it. This letter is basically notifying you that your accounts are going to transition from TD Ameritrade to Schwab unless you notify them otherwise, right? This is a transition that we're all going through together. So again, there's nothing that you need to do, but we want to give you a heads up that letter will be coming out and that you will receive that. We will actually send out another video a few days before that letter just as another reminder that you'll be getting that in the mail. So keep your eye out for that. And then, like I said, we'll send out some additional videos in the coming weeks and months of just what to expect, and if anything is changing, what that means for you. But like I said, nothing major on the client's end. So we'll make it as smooth a transition as possible. If you haven't already, Schwab is recommending, we are recommending for as many of you that can, go ahead and set up a TD Ameritrade login before the transition takes place. If you have a login established, that will transition over and become your Schwab login. And the way Schwab operates is They do more client service administrative stuff online, which is great, and it streamlines certain things, but it will make it easier for you post-transition if and when you need to do something on your account, take money in, put money in, take money out, make some changes, updates. It will make that easier if you already have that login set up. So we're encouraging you to do that. If you have questions on what that looks like or what you need to do, just call our office. And then one thing Carol had mentioned this morning in our huddle meeting was we'd like for you to take, if you're not set up on auto RMDs, which a lot of you are, but if you're not set up on auto RMDs for this year, on your TD Ameritrade accounts, not your annuities, but your TD Ameritrade accounts, we're encouraging you to consider going ahead and taking that RMD before the transition if you need it or would like to. That would be helpful. Obviously, you don't have to. We can still do it before the end of the year, post the transition. But just trying to get certain things done as much as we can done before that to keep things as clean as possible. So, as always, we're here to help you. If you have questions, reach out to our office. Set up a time to talk to any one of our advisors. We'd be happy to answer any of your questions that you have. I hope you're enjoying summer, the warmer temps, getting outside and having some fun. We look forward to seeing you here in the office soon. God bless.